thank you, listeners, for tuning in. If you are all ready, we have another show of the Quality Living with Peaceful Support Program. I think we're at our 100th episode. We definitely have a couple of shows that we play purposely a couple of times throughout the year just because it's such good information for all of us to hear. And sometimes, I know radio, we don't always listen to the same station, so this may be one of them. Anyhow, I am Amanda Whittemore. I am your radio voice of the Quality Living with Peaceful Support Program, and thank you to all the donations. This is a completely volunteer-ran station. Everyone in here comes in just because they have so much fun and they love being able to communicate with our community and beyond. Our show airs in the Curry County. Then also, because of the internet age, we're able to have this link, kciw.org/quality-living. You can take that link, put it on all your social media. You can put it anywhere in an email, text. Everyone in the world can listen in with us. So it's kind of cool. And if you have yet to hear what the Quality Living show is all about, it's just as the name is, Quality Living. What is it? How do we find it? Where does it come from? Can we bottle it up and make more? I'm pretty sure we can, and it's within each one of us as a human bottle. So thank you everyone out there for doing your part and making the Curry County the best county to live in, here at least in Oregon. And if you have any questions, we highly recommend you email contact@kciw.org or call in 541-661-4098. I've had one call in, and that was pretty fun. We've had call-in guests, so if you're thinking, oh, I have the best guest for this show, we're right here. Call in, walk down the stairs, come into the station, and we will invite you into our super cool new remodeled room. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate that. And thank you for doing sound. We know that your schedule is super occupied with all your activities, so thank you for being here. And also, while we're saying thank you, we're going to thank our guest. We have our super special guest that came all the way from the Gold Beach area, Pistol River, Ben McQuaid. Thank you for being here, Ben.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I looked to be respectfully interrogated.
Perfect. So. You came to the right spot. I will tell you what. Oh, my heavens. Yeah. Well, so fortunately, when I first moved into town, I got to work with Ben at the Tatutin Lodge, super famous place in the area. If nobody knows about it, it's a hidden secret. Go find it. It's super cool. And so I really got to learn some really special qualities about Ben, and I just really appreciate who you are as a being. And so thanks for being so supportive.
And thank you for having me.
Seriously. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I feel the exact same way about you.
Right on.
And speaking about just better living in general, we are two examples of people who have made each other better just through friendship.
Totally. Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, that is true. Thanks for bringing that to the surface.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the most important, part about it. I think one of the things about here that a lot of people miss on is there's people that come here from all kinds of different places, all different walks of life, all different socioeconomic classes, and don't realize how similar that we all are. And I think that's a really big point to make in our conversation today. So
absolutely. And from a simple, really unique situation about us as friends is we worked at the Tatutin Lodge together. We both sought out something a little bit more for each other, said to each other what our goals were, encouraged each other to make those goals, and we both did. And now we're here to talk about them.
I know. That's the best part about it. So, people, you can do it too.
It's for real. It's accountability buddies.
Yep. That's a great way to put it, actually. I've never heard that.
It's my favorite new word. Yes, well, tell our listeners, Ben, share with them how you even got to the Brookings, Curry County area.
Well, my family has been here for 38 years. My grandmother came from Ireland. They retired to Santa Cruz in the late 80s, and it got too busy for them, which I wish they could see it now. Cause,
Oh, my dear.
yeah. I still have a cousin in Felton, so there's that.
Okay, all right.
So they moved to Port Orford because it reminded my grandmother of home.
Nice.
So the Port Orford area reminded my grandmother, who came from Athlone, Ireland, of being home. I came here when I was 15 for the first time, and I thought they were all crazy. There was nobody my age. It's like the CIA took everyone that was born in the 70s out of here.
True.
No cute girls at the time. So I happily went back to live with my father in Boston,
Nice.
which is where I'm originally from.
Right. Yeah. That makes
I
a
have
lot of
now,
sense.
yeah, right. But I have now been here, sorry to interrupt, I've now been here full-time for 15 years.
Wow,
in the Gold Beach area.
already.
Yeah, I came from Key West, Florida, where I was at for 11 years. I made it out alive, as I like to say, and came for Christmas, and I stayed to take care of my grandfather, and I have not left because of a lot of the wonderful things that are here.
The amount of support.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. That was 100% a reason. Aside from family, my family is split, coast to coast, but friends that I've met here, just random people, honestly, especially here in the Brookings area, there is so much support for so many different things.
It's the one thing that I really didn't even knew. I had no idea that it existed. Like I knew, what having fun was. I knew what friends were or groups or activities or being invited to stuff. I didn't understand the support of having a goal, bettering myself, and having people guide you through it and literally, physically, every way possible support you to meet your goals the whole way instead of deterring you to go off and do some wild and crazy thing that is not going to go towards your goal. Which I've done a lot of the times, but this is the first experience.
Yes, no, as have I. And coming from a city environment and then to a rural environment, it's a more concentration of connection if you really let it be.
Yeah.
It's hard maybe because people can be very in their own space, but because we're in smaller communities, I think we have the ability to mend fences a lot better and make it easier. Lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor, because you're so close or maybe you're far away and you live in a ranch or, but someone saved your cow or
exactly
whatever it could be. I mean, I've heard so many stories in all the years that I've been here, and they've all brought me closer to people that I never thought that I'd ever meet or never mind call friends or anything like that in my life.
Wow. Yeah. And the industry that you're in.
The many.
Right, exactly. I know. We don't really ever, I mean.
I'm kidding. Okay.
But in my brain, it's like just part of the whole,
Sure.
But, yes, tell us about your activities.
So I have been in the restaurant business most of my life. My grandparents that I was talking about earlier, they had a Howard Johnson's back east.
Howard Johnson's. You told me about this.
Yeah. So I think there's two left.
Yeah.
Mike, you might know about this, in the world. But they were when Eisenhower did the whole track of the highways, they needed a place like motor lodges for people that were driving to go not only eat, but to stay. So that was the concept. So my grandfather ran the restaurant and my grandmother ran the motor lodge.
Oh, wow.
And these were hardworking people back then. And I remember thinking that they were rich because they had a bigger house than we did.
Yeah.
But they had 5 kids.
Wow.
So they needed a big house.
Of course.
So they just really worked hard. My grandmother's a true great immigrant story, coming from Ireland. I trace it all back through ancestry. And they instilled the work ethic that you have as well. And that's one of the reasons you and I became friends, working together, because we both gave a bloop about things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it makes a huge difference when you have people that you're working with have the same ethics and values, and you wish for everyone to succeed, not just because it's their shift or they have a paycheck. It's for the bigger picture of the whole purpose.
Yep. And why you're there, and just to make people happy.
Exactly.
And will help make people happy.
Be part of it.
And that's, I think one thing that I'm so proud of you about for all the things that you have done. And you have also inspired me to carry on in that same fold in a different space.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be of service.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So we all should be, that is another huge thing, assisting anybody that you can, opening a door,
Totally.
saying hello, just being polite in general goes a very, very, very long way. I used to tease my ex-mother-in-law. She was very guarded, and I said, you know what? If you were stuck in an elevator with somebody with an exact opposite opinion,
Right.
by the time you get out of the elevator, you're probably going to come out with some sort of understanding.
Yeah.
And she agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that.
And
Because that does happen.
It does, and it shouldn't have to be forced. We should force it, not force it upon each other, and you're not telling yourself no by not helping yourself out first. You're telling everybody else yes.
Right.
And yourself at the same time, because we can't help people if we can't help ourselves.
At all. Yeah, it's difficult. It is so difficult. And to learn that it's okay to just have a moment and to get better in whatever way I need to in order to be able to maybe tomorrow or the next day show somebody else how I did that. I don't even have to do it for them or with them. Just by doing myself is actually almost sometimes more help than doing it for them. I mean, entirely it is, but... Sure.
Well, like you were saying about being of service, and I think that is extremely important, but you have to service yourself first.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not being selfish at all. That's saying yes to you and then saying yes to the universe.
Exactly. And it's important. And that's, kind of how the show even got here. And, that just taking a moment to acknowledge how do we even create quality in our life? To think about it. It's like, we think about our time management, so we sit down and write out our calendar. But do we think about like our quality management?
Great point.
Right? Yeah. Do we set our goals? Like, am I going to smile 5 times more today? Or, I don't know, different things of like, what are some things that bring more quality into your life?
Things like you just said, rewriting my schedule. That's a great way to put it, because schedules are great. When you follow something and you're on time and you're doing everything that you need to do and accomplishments feel good, but are they all about you?
Right.
Or are they all about maybe some other stuff thrown in there? Like you said, like smiles.
Yeah.
Or, it sounds corny maybe, but it's really, really true. How many times have you lied today? Like little tiny.
Right. To ourselves even.
Exactly.
Like, I can have 3 chocolate donuts today. I'm going to feel fine.
Oh, it's only stavo machisme. Yeah.
Yeah, exactamente.
But it's not. And when you can put that on your list, I haven't lied all day.
Right.
And how many times have I smiled today? How many doors have I opened? How many, that kind of thing. And then, but again, it has to start with you. It really does, because what have you done? And I'm speaking for myself, like, what have I done today to make myself a better person? Just period. And I appreciate you letting this be part of one.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, seriously.
Totally. And
Go ahead.
Nope, you go first.
No, because the more we can share, I'm just about done, with other people about ourselves willingly, I find. And if it is the truth, and if it is a positive thing, put that on your list.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. I like it. And what does the word quality signify to you?
Positivity, mostly. Honestly. Because you can have quality of all kinds of things.
So true.
You can have quality of, say, you know, I'm rich. I got all this money.
Right.
Is that quality? Maybe not. It's quality to me is the positive truth.
Wow. Yeah. We're almost at, I think it may be our 100th show. And I think that's the first time we had that answer. So ask everybody. I love it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to you and I were having a conversation before we got on air, you know, about surviving versus living. Mm-hmm. And they're two completely different things. We started out that way, you know, because that's another thing that is not necessarily a class issue. Mm-hmm. You know, generally lower class people, I grew up pretty poor, you know what I mean? But I grew up in a very hardworking family.
Right.
There was a lot of love.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of addiction. There was a lot of all these other things. So you learn how to survive through all of that. And you get caught up into that as opposed to actually living and doing things like we were talking about just a little bit ago about putting on your list for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. It makes a huge difference. It's like out of this world different. I can't even imagine. I mean, actually, I did. I went February. We're in October. And I went to where I used to live in Central America. And of course, things have grown. It's been 5 or more years that I've even been there.
Sure.
And I told my guy, I said, just keep driving. I didn't even get out of the car. I couldn't believe how I lived and how I treated myself.
Yep. And I have gone through that, not when I tried to go back to California in Santa Cruz. Because I moved there when I was 8. I left this out of the story. My mom and her best friend Jan, it was like Thelma, Louise, and Ben. And we drove across country. Because my grandparents had already bought their house to retire in. And left in the middle after my sophomore year in high school. And my very good friend, Noah Levine, he is a Buddhist teacher now and a mentor. He's wonderful. Was one of 2 friends who told me to get on the plane.
Right.
All my other friends said, stay with me. You can sleep on the couch. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
And 2 of my friends said, you know what? This is a gift. Take it. You can always come back. And one of my mother's hardest decisions, one of her best decisions, and 2 of my best friends giving me a great decision.
Yeah, yeah. That's some real peaceful support right there.
It's real, and it's got me here.
Dang. Yeah.
Listen to the good people, folks. Listen to the good people.
It is for real. Like these ones right here on Quality Living with Peaceful Support here on the KCIW show. You're talking with Ben McQuaid and Amanda Whittemore, and we're simply just having some good conversation about quality living and peaceful support and learning about Ben and hopefully even maybe, I don't know. Well, first, we'll tell you that later. How about what's happening in your world? Like what's coming up for you now? Where are you now? Are you still in the restaurant industry or what? Tell me. I mean, I know some things, but I want the listeners to know.
Sure. I am still in the restaurant industry at the Landing North. I also sell real estate, and I also do elder care. I worked at Shore Pines for a while. It wasn't the best situation for me as far as how it was being run and that sort of thing. But one of the things that you have helped me with is reaching out into the new part of healing. Because I'm a big brother. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I changed all their diapers. So it's in my nature to nurture. And wanting to continue that in the best possible way that I can. You know, the restaurant business will always be in me. Like I said, I grew up in it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was a little bull-headed kid running around begging the kids begging the cooks rather, for food. But at the same time, I've owned my own restaurant here 11 years ago, and it's ironic because it's the same one I work at now.
Right.
I really like being the hired gun. I sleep much better. And getting other avenues solidified at the moment as far as a healing and helping role.
You know, the whole comparison, with the youth and the siblings and the elders. It's like, I didn't have kids. I don't think you had kids.
No, I'm Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I'm Tia Mandita, like, because my family's,
No, it's not up to you.
Yeah, exactamente. So yeah, we're the aunties and uncles, and now I've been gifted like grandbabies.
Nice.
Because not that they're babies, but because we have so much love and nurturing for them as like our own, because they do things differently, they need different things, and their attention that they need from us is different.
Yes.
It's
almost like a, do you have a lot of cousins?
I mean, not a lot, but I've got them.
And for me, growing up, they were my brothers and sisters.
That's exactly right. I would call my uncle or my cousin.
To me, it's a similar relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get to go home and leave.
Yep.
Same thing with, being a tia and a tío.
Yep.
Here you go.
Exactly.
Yours. All right.
Do the best we can, then,
You ever need me?
Anytime.
I'm the first person you call.
Exactly. Yep. And so with the real estate, too, how is that? What's that avenue about with you?
It's good. I'm lucky to work in a small office that is all family run. We're all family or friends. It's more of a part-time thing for me for a lot of reasons. But it's something that I enjoy because it's gotten me closer to a lot of people for other reasons. That's how I got into elder care. That's how I got into that sort of thing, because you find all these people that just have nobody.
Yeah.
And you're trying to sell their house for them, and, maybe their husband or wife has passed, so there's a lot of emotion that goes into it. And one of my brothers in Boston, Matthew, does it. And I remember calling him when I was first thinking about it. And I said, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Listen, there's going to be people that want to flip houses and that sort of thing." He goes, "But there's a lot of emotion that goes into it. You're giving people, sustainability and comfort, or you're getting them out of a situation.
Yeah.
Or there's so many things about it. So therefore, I'll always keep my foot in that door. But that's how I kind of got back into the healing process.
Right. And how can people get in contact with you?
You can reach me at my personal email at bmcquaid, so BMCQUAID, all lowercase, number 73 @gmail.com. So nice. bmcquaid, lowercase, number 73 @gmail.com. I will answer any questions you have about anything that I have spoken about, or things that maybe you just have questions about. They don't have to be about real estate, restaurants. It can just be about any personal thing that I've said or shared, and I would be happy to share that with you.
Beautiful. Love it. And how about, do you want just email only, phone number?
My phone, you can text me also at 541-373-1968. That is 541-373-1968.
Nice. And are there any current goals? Because we always have goals. Like since I met you, we just keep them going. We knock them down. Like, what are you working on right now?
We do.
Because
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. One of my goals is this, to do more of this with you in particular. Because I've always, again, wanted to, I think it's another best way for me to be a helper and a healer. I'm in the process of, I have a long-term relationship right now, which is very hard for all you folks that are out there doing it. Keep doing it. Read a book together. That's one thing that's helped us out a lot. And she's a healer.
Yeah.
She does lymphatic drainage, post-op cancer patients, bad plastic surgery, and she's moving to Tennessee at the moment. So
that's pretty long distance.
It is. So trying to figure that out right now. That's what's right in front of me. In the meantime, getting certifications so I can be a better healer.
Okay, yeah. And that was the most difficult part I found is, a lot of my teachers and trainers and healers, they don't even have certifications. and they just do what they do because they've done it for generations.
Sure.
I found in Oregon, it's really difficult. Like I have to have some insurance. I have to have some certification. I had to go and just sign up for things so that we could show that we're serious about the work
And
that we choose
not
to
just
do.
witch doctors.
Yeah. Because, there's a lot of that out there, especially on the internet.
Oh, my God.
It's freaky.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to advertise.
No, but you're absolutely correct. That's why I'm lucky about my friend, because she's board certified and all these different things, and she sent me all kinds of different links to go the right way. That's my biggest next step,
Nice.
aside from doing more of this with you.
Yeah, the board accreditation is where it's at. I have a friend, Kara. She's done a couple shows on here. I'll make sure you get to hear them and meet her. She's an iridologist.
Okay.
And she's working with the board, naturopath board and things, and it's just out of this world.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's just exploding. But, yeah. I think, listeners, you've got to hear about the iridology, but there's so many mediums of healing that it's just every day. It's an everyday process, everyday work to do what we need to do for ourselves, and that kind of flows out and ripples out into the community and our environment.
And also having friends.
Yeah.
And creating relationships. Don't be afraid to create a relationship with someone you don't know.
True.
Seriously.
That is well said. And we are good to go. Thank you, Ben, for being here with us.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you, listeners.